kids or spouses, whoever's not with you, we wouldn't be able to all be together and accomplish what this mission was, which is reconnect and honor and remember. And we're getting to do that tonight. Last night was incredible. This morning was really special. And for a chance to go back on post and see our current active duty soldiers that stand in formation and honor and respect our brothers and sisters, that was really, really, really awesome. And thanks to all the Gold Star families once again. And we're gonna thank a few of the people that have helped us out tonight. So Tim.
All right, can we get Tim the Original? On behalf of 2-5, I'd like to present this to you for all your help in putting this on this evening. Thank you very much. Jim.
All right, for a man that's near and dear to my heart, Johnny Bratton, been serving soldiers for over 4 decades, starting at Fort Hood, coming out here 20 years ago. He's given his life to soldiers and their families, and there's no one better to receive this. So on behalf of the entire 2-5 Cav family, we present this to you, Johnny. It says, for your outstanding hospitality and support of 0404, 20th anniversary, uncommon valor was common that day. Thank you for everything.
I tell you what, this plaque's a pebble. I want to thank all of y'all for your service, keeping America strong. And I hope it will continue to go forward and bless your hearts. We love you. Thank you.
And Tim and Wounded Warriors, thank you guys. They paid for our dinner tonight. So thank you guys very much. Appreciate it. All right, buckle up a little bit. Hey, the reason why we're here is because we're honoring our brothers that gave the ultimate sacrifice. So 20 years ago, when we faced something that wasn't known at the time that a situation like that was going to occur, 2-5 Cav Task Force Lancer reacted. And we did the only thing we knew, the only thing we were trained to do, go take care of our brothers. That was it. And we got that mission done. And then the consequences of that mission are real. They live with our families and live with our lost brothers, forever. And so that's what we struggle with, and that's what we deal with. But we also honor them. And the way that you do that is you speak their name. So when you see the banners, when you talk about them, when you say their name, they're still right here with us. And I'm going to read those names. Specialist Sean Snyder. Sergeant Iggy Chin. Specialist Robert Arciaga. Specialist Ahmad Kaysen. Specialist Israel Garza. Specialist Stephen Hiller. Specialist Casey Sheehan. Corporal Forrest Yostis. Staff Sergeant Michael Mitchell. Sergeant Adam Eastep. Specialist Jacob Martyr. Specialist Ryan McCauley. PFC Leslie Jackson. Specialist Rivera. Specialist Marco Ross. Specialist Robert Hendrickson. Angel's going to come up and share a few words with us.
I think I can do this. So bear with me. It's just a few words and a song special to my heart that I want to dedicate to you guys. So most people, when they think of heroes, they think of Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, and Wonder Woman. Not me though. My heroes are my grandfather and his brother who served in World War II. My heroes are my uncles and my cousins who all signed that same dotted line. My heroes are my little brothers. Every single last one of you standing before me today who sacrificed their time, their minds, their hearts. My heroes are the ones who didn't make it back home. My heroes don't wear capes. My heroes wear dog tags. Here's to you and to the ones who didn't make it back home. This song is for you guys.
Growing up, I never cared too much for Superman. I guess he never could measure up next to my old man. There's no S on his chest, he's just an old weather flag. God knows my heroes don't wear capes. They wear dog tags and they stand tall out up on the wall of freedom. Yeah, those dog tags and the crosshairs, they're always right there when you need them. You can bet their boots will hit the ground running every time it hits the fan. God knows my heroes don't wear capes. It's not some country boy banging on a guitar. It's not a politician preaching or a movie star. And I'll tell you one thing that's a fact, sure ain't that quarterback. God knows my heroes don't wear capes. My heroes wear dog tags and they stand tall out up on the wall of freedom. Yeah, those dog tags and the crosshairs, they're always right there when you need them. You can bet their boots will hit the ground running every time it hits the fan. God knows my heroes don't wear capes. There's a star-spangled cup of coffee, a little boy watching his mama cry. Remember, it's more than just beer and barbecue when those fireworks fly. My heroes wear dog tags. My heroes wear dog tags and they stand tall out up on the wall of freedom. Yeah, those dog tags and the crosshairs, they're always right there when you need them. You can bet their boots will hit the ground running every time it hits the fan. God knows my heroes don't wear capes. God knows my heroes don't wear capes. God knows my heroes don't wear capes. Growing up, I never cared too much for Superman. I guess he never could measure up next to my old man.
Of all the people, I should know how to do this, right? I will say it again. I love that woman. I love that family. I have had a lot of people in the past day or two come up to me and thank me for telling your story. But it's you who needs to be thanked for letting me tell your story. There is nothing in my career that I've been more honored to do than to write about you, your heroism, your dedication, your passion for this country and for the Army. I have become so close to many of you. Others, I feel close to you, even if I don't know you as well. I told your story, but you are my story as well. Looking at the Arciagas, looking at the Esteps, looking at the Quesons, looking at these families that have sacrificed so much, and to see Brave Angel come up here and talk about it. I also want to say that I really felt happier yesterday and today, seeing how all of you are doing, seeing how much you mean to each other, how much you mean to your families. Looking at Gary Valesky and I, we're gonna put out a calendar pretty soon of pictures of us over the years in every deployment that Gary Valesky has been on, except for Ebola, which ABC wouldn't let me go do because they thought I might get sick and miss 2 weeks of work. Apparently it was okay if I went over and got shot, but you know, don't go to the Ebola zone. I thank Gary. I thank all of you. Gary, by the way, seems kind of media friendly. I don't know if we've told you this story before, but when I first met Gary in Sadr City, Lieutenant General Valesky, we drove around in a convoy and he had a radio mic on, meaning just one of those little lavalier mics on. Couldn't have been nicer to us. We're in the Humvees, taking us to Sadr City. Yes, ma'am. Oh, so glad to have you here. It's great. Then he got out. We didn't see him, and he went down an alley and came back and said, "Okay, you can come down now." We had a very earnest intern transcribe those tapes. So later, what I saw is, "Great to see you, ma'am. Great to see you, ma'am." Sound of door opening. Okay. We gotta take this effing camera crew down this alley, so I've got somewhere to go. Lesson learned. I mean, he really wouldn't be a lieutenant general if I didn't say, "Hey, Lieutenant Colonel, you might want to watch it when you have a mic on next time." So I am enormously happy to see how you are doing. I am honored by that, and I want to tell you one more thing that Angel has heard this. Colonel Jeff Oliver, who was there April 4th trying to save the wounded, is a wonderful man. He's not here tonight. He came up to me after Long Road Home, the miniseries was put out. Shortly after April 4th, he got a remembrance bracelet with everyone's name on it that said, "Don't let them die in vain." The proudest moment of my life was when he came up to me after I spoke and gave me that bracelet after so many years and said, "I don't have to worry about that anymore." I feel the same way. I will always remember, you will always remember, this shapes who you are, this shapes who I am. I will continue as long as possible to tell the stories of the U.S. military and the sacrifices you make. Thank you for welcoming me into your life. Thank you for the opportunity to know all of you and to love you. Thank you so much. And I'm going to say it, but I think I will shoot him in the face.
How do you follow those? Yeah. What's that? Shoot him in the face? Is that what I heard you say? Hey, I
not going to keep you long because you, over the last 20 years, have heard me talk way too much. But I did want to share my true appreciation and tell you how honored I am to just be standing in this area of greatness, and that's exactly what it is. You know, everyone comes and says, "Oh, you're such a great commander." I said, "No. It's easy to be a decent commander when you got great soldiers and family members that take care of them every single day. It's easy. You made my job the simplest one in the Army, and I can't thank you enough for that." I've gone to a number of venues since about the last year talking about veterans, and I just want to tell you, about 3 months ago, I had one of our soldiers call me and say, "Hey, sir, I just want to call you and say thanks." It's like, okay, great. Thanks you too. He says, "No, I just want to thank you because I'm going to kill myself after I get off the phone." And I was shocked. And so we talked, and some great folks here know who he is and got involved, and they put that kid in a good, stable path. Because that's what you all are to us. You're all family. And we're never going to forget those that made the ultimate sacrifice. But I'm telling you, I'm not going to forget you either. And somebody said, you know, does Iraq really matter? And I said, that's the wrong question. Did what you do in Iraq matter? That's the wrong question. What matters is, did you make a difference? And I can tell you categorically yes, because 18 months after we left that hellhole in Sadr City, I flew back to Iraq. I was the Deputy Chief of Staff of 3 Corps with General Odierno. And he said, "Hey Gary, I'm going to go to Sadr City. You want to go?" Yeah, sign me up. That's good. And those of you that have been to Jamila Police Station, that's where they put the HLZ we landed on. So I got out, and there was a kid that was on General Abrams' PSD that was securing the LZ that we knew from our rotation. So I went and talked to him as Odierno got out with all the entourage on the other side. And I was talking to this kid for about 3 or 4 minutes, and he goes, "Hey sir, look over your shoulder." I looked, and all the policemen were pointing at us. He goes, "They remember you." This is 18 months later. So I'm walking up, General Odierno's going up the stairs, and the chief of police comes out and says, "Colonel Valesky, you're back. Is your battalion coming with you? We really need you." That's 18 months later. They really need us. I was like, "No, they're not coming back, but you got to figure this out on your own." But that's the impact you made. 18 months later, they remembered this battalion and the great work you did. So I know it mattered. I know what you did made a difference every single day. So what I want you to do is make a difference in everybody else's life tonight. Everyone's all excited. "Oh, I've had such a great time. I really needed this." Well, in a month, I want you to say the same thing and say, "I've been connected. I stay connected," because we are a family. And I think Martha and Angel put it better than I ever could. Our connection makes us unique. I talked to some folks about I went to the Military Reunion Network, said, "Hey, we're going to Fort Hood." Sorry, Fort Cavazos. Fort Hood. And said, "I'm going to go to this reunion. And I think there's going to be like 250 or 300 people show up." And they were like, "What are you talking about? What, where you got a division reunion?" I said, "No, it's just our battalion." They'd never heard of that. That's because of this family. So I'm going to challenge it. Lancer 6 Ancient, giving you one more order. That would be to stay connected and never lose the great family we've got. You with me? Shoot them in the face.
All right, how are we doing tonight? Well, all right, as you can see, we're all here, brothers, sisters, and we'd like to present this to Lancer 6. We're gonna have you come up. We can walk. It's a long mic. It's a long cord. So that's right. So here we go to Lieutenant Colonel Gary Valesky, Lancer 6. Shoot him in the face. 04, 04, 04. Hey. Yeah.
Hey, Sergeant Carson, what time do you want the guys to link up?
Y'all ready for a good safety brief for the day? Hey, the sun's going down fast. I just want to get up and say we didn't get a chance at the other locations, or yesterday we didn't have everybody here and stuff. I'd like to get all the Comanche members and our Slice elements over here where there's still some kind of sunlight and get a company level photo over here. So the wives and dependents and girlfriends and whatever, Slice, better halves or whatever, and come over this area. We'll get Charlie company over there, facing towards the stage, and get a company level photo over there. That would be awesome. Thank you.
All right, check it out. The second Warrior March is Alpha Company, so same thing, same location where Charlie Company goes. And then I got it, Clayton. Hey, check it out. Hey, everybody's taking a lot of great photos today. All right, and the guys at Alpha Company know I am horribly bad at taking photos. So nothing's changed in 20 years for the Warriors. So what I would add, but no shit. Everybody made lots of photos. What we'd ask you to do is if you have a photo you think that somebody else in the formation would appreciate, please upload it to the unit Facebook page, right? So real simple, we like simple, right? Just load it up in the unit Facebook page so your brothers and sisters can pull it down and keep what they want for their own use, okay? And yes, because I only have like 1 or 2 photos too, because where's Reggie at? Yeah, I ain't Reggie. Remember that shit? Yeah, I don't want to forget that, all right? Okay, Clay, anything else? All right, who's up next? Who's the band?